over here. Just can you share with us at all what you said to the team, or maybe what some of the leaders said to lead to this response tonight after a 5-goal loss the other night?
Nothing new than we say all the time. I don't like I said, our team responds pretty well to things. They have all playoffs. We knew what we had to do tonight to be a better team. First of all, our discipline was a lot better. And second of all, I'm not saying that we were relentless, I thought, tonight. Like, we didn't stop for 60 minutes. That's how I look at the game. I think the guys were just hounding pucks and on pucks and working and reloading and doing all the little things right. Line changes were great. Getting fresh people out there was just it was a pretty good game all around.
Craig, what made your forecheck effective tonight? It seems like you had a response after Game 2, they did after Game 3, and made the adjustments, and you did tonight. What do you feel like made yours effective?
Puck placement. We did a good job of putting pucks in where we had speed already going on to the puck, which is important, and getting there and making contact and having our second man in there quick. And what we did better tonight, again, we stayed out of the penalty box. There wasn't a lot of penalties, so we had a lot of 5-on-5 play. And we had a lot of ozone time because of it. We did a good job of managing in the offensive zone, not throwing it away, working, keeping it, having some patience with it, taking a good shot when we had one, but not getting it blocked, and then keep working it and grinding it. I thought we did a really good job there.
Left side, third row, Frank. Craig, you mentioned the relentless approach. How much does Ryan O'Reilly embody that? Not just the first goal, the shorthanded break that he had, and then what he does in practice every day that maybe rubs off on your guys.
Yeah, he's a hard worker. We all know that. Day in and day out, there's hard to find a guy that works harder at his game, and he's always out there, whether it's an optional practice or whatever, always working and doing things and trying to get better. And stuff pays off. I thought he had a hell of a game tonight. Not just the goals, but just his approach to the game. I thought he was moving really well and strong on the puck. Did some real good things in all facets: penalty kill, power play, everything.
Right side, second row, Jeremy.
Craig, how courageous was that of Vince Dunn to get back in there 3 weeks after what happened, and what did you think of him?
I thought he had a great game. I really did. He didn't look like he missed a beat to me, but moving his feet well, moving the puck well. Just the stuff that he does normally, so it was good, really good to have him back for sure. It's a tough injury, taking a puck in the face, and but he wants to be, he felt good enough to play and went in there and did a great job for us.
Left side, second row.
Coach, I imagine you take goals and contributions from anybody, but when your best players are your best players, how much does it allow other players to get comfortable, get into the game, and is it easy for them to be led in that sense?
Well, your best players do have to be your best players for the most part. Especially from an offensive side of things, they have the talent and the capability of scoring and doing things like that. I thought that our top guys were really good tonight. They produced for us tonight. But I'll tell you what, there's a lot of guys. Sundqvist line was unreal tonight. They did a great job against Bergeron all night. I had them out there almost every shift against Bergeron's line, and I thought they did a hell of a job. Our decor was exceptional tonight too. So it was a real team game. I thought everybody contributed. Everybody was on the same page. Did a good job.
Right side, third row, Chris.
Craig, can you share with us why you chose to put Sanford with the O'Reilly group, and what about those three players allowed them to create so much offense tonight?
Well, we had them together for a while this year. It was going back some time, but they've been together a couple times, and they've produced when we had them together. So I just thought it was just a little bit more of Sanford's. He's strong on the puck, and he's got good puck skills down low and in the offensive zone. I really liked his game in Game 3, so I thought if I'd maybe put those guys back together, it might spark a little bit and get something going, and fortunately it did. That was my thought process on it.
do 3 more questions, front right.
You talk about Ryan O'Reilly's work ethic. He seems to bring a lot of passion and emotion to his game. The things that he embodies, how do you think that rubs off on his teammates in an intangible way?
Well, it has for quite some time now. I think early on in the season, he gets here, he's feeling his way to our team and where he fits in and things like that. It's hard to be a vocal leader, and all you do is you go about your craft and your business. But over time, he's really gotten to be a good leader in the locker room, on the bench, vocally. And obviously, he leads by example on the ice, but it really has rubbed off on our team in a lot of ways. To see his work ethic, and he's been maybe our best consistent player all year. So.
Craig, you mentioned Friday before Game 3 that you wondered about them being too amped up. You think there's more of a sense of normalcy, and does that lead to more discipline after all of the emotion of the first playoff game here, their final game here?
Yeah, I said at Game 3, you're always worried about that, especially in the finals where Game 3 is your first game at home. I felt our team had a calmness about them today. Practice was, you guys might not know stuff like that, but the practice was crisp and just calm, and I thought it was really good. And I thought, I knew our guys were going to be ready tonight. And at Game 3, a little bit too much emotion probably, and led to some frustration and a little bit of composure issues throughout the game.
Last question, front right.
Greg, that shorthanded goal, could have been devastating. What was the bench like after that? And obviously you had to like the response.
Yeah, I did. I thought our bench was fine. It's a tough one to give up for sure. But I thought, our bench was fine. I didn't feel like there was any panic in there. And we had a great second period too. It was unfortunate that happened because that second period was as good as I've seen us play for a while. Thanks.
Thank you, Coach.